Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. So, Viktor Orbán, the Prime Minister of Hungary, is not anti-Semitic after all. Why? Well, what I'm going to disclose to you in this video is going to reveal a certain kind of direction Hungary takes, which is Netanyahu, the guy that is wanted by ICC in The Hague, International Criminal Court, has a warrant for Mr. Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, landed in Hungary. So Netanyahu landed in Hungary, in Budapest, to meet Mr. Orban, the anti-Semite, remember? And how come? Because Hungary is a signatory of the, what's that, Rome Statute, is that how it is? Which is the International Criminal Court. No more. Hungary said bye-bye to ICC and allowed Mr. Netanyahu to stop by and said to Netanyahu, this is your safe haven, Mr. Netanyahu. What's going on in Ukraine? Doesn't matter. What's going on in Hungary is more important than that. Let's go and see what kind of information and articles I picked for you. Sputnik. Hungary to withdraw from International Criminal Court. Government's head. This is 2 hours ago, today on the 3rd of April 2025. The decision comes amid the visit of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, for whom the ICC issued an arrest warrant in November. I told you, nothing will happen to Netanyahu. When Netanyahu wanted to go to Poland to visit, okay? The Poles said, we're going to arrest you. No, they wouldn't have arrested Netanyahu because Poland knew that they will be screwed after that, economically, politically, and maybe, parted and given to the neighbors. Don't believe me? Okay, let's read this. The government has decided to withdraw from the International Criminal Court. The procedure for ending Hungary's participation in accordance with the constitution and international legal frameworks will be initiated by the government on Thursday. The head of the Hungarian Prime Minister's administration, Gergely Gulyás, was quoted as saying by the MTI news agency. The basis for the legal proceeding is an accusation against the Israeli Prime Minister of war crimes in the Gaza Strip. The court also seeks to detain former Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. Got that? All right. In November, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán stated that he intended to invite Netanyahu to Hungary and guaranteed that the ICC's decision would not be implemented on Hungarian territory. I told you, Netanyahu will come and take a piece on everybody. He's going to show, you can't harm me. You can't. I own you. We own you. Yeah, you're going to play a little bit tough like the Poles played. They own you, my friends. So, let's go to the next one. Hungary withdraws from ICC as wanted Netanyahu arrives. Ram pam pam, taram pam pam. Or maybe we should dance a Csardas. Okay, next one. Csardas is a Hungarian traditional dance. Netanyahu jets to Orban's Hungary, a safe haven from his international arrest warrant. CNN. Why did I pick this one? Because I bothered to skim through it and I found something very important for the Hungarian people. Very important, and I will make an contrast it with, or maybe show you similarities between that baboon over there that I'm going to mention in this article and Romania. How we, Romanians, were supposed to start hating ourselves right after 1989 revolution with people like that. And I'm going to show you. Right. This is the article, and remember, and we're going to go down here to this guy who's going to say something. Where are you, baby doll? Is somewhere it says so. Right there. So. You see that? Now, my fellow Hungarians, read this. So, this is not why I picked it. I picked it for this thing. So, for Orban as well, the visit of Netanyahu offers the chance to get back to basics and exploit a certain inferiority complex among Hungarians overall. Marton Gergely, editor of Independent News Weekly, HVG told CNN. So this guy is a traitor, Hungarian traitor. So I didn't know the Hungarians have an inferiority complex. I didn't know that was a thing. But this guy tells us they have an inferiority complex. So let's see who is the editor of this independent news week. I just can guarantee you they are working with the Westerners. Why? The same thing. In order to get a country, you have to destroy its spirit. You have to tell them they are bad, their history sucks, they're guilty of something that they didn't do, some did in the past, like everybody else, and you destroy their spirit, and then you take a shit on their culture, on their tradition, and you promote people who are happy to be promoted by stepping on their connationals. That's how you do it. And then when you get in power with that, they will allow you to bring your banks and whatever in place. And then your country, your nation is destroyed. When you lose your identity of who you are, they can do whatever they want with you. As an individual and as a nation, tribe, however you want to consider it. So yeah, the Hungarians have that guy, Marton Gergely, he's a traitor. In Romania, after 1989, we had the same guys coming out and telling us how bad we are as Romanians and our history sucks. And they started taking a piss on some of our symbols. Like, Stefan the Great was a womanizer. I don't give a fuck. That's not what defines him. He was a great leader. No, they diverted of what he is. Two little things. Oh, you didn't know Alexander the Great was actually... Why do I care? Why do I care? But then they would not put the same thing on Alexander the Great and the burning of Persepolis. No, they would not do that. But the burning of Persepolis was because the Persians burned Athens a few years back. So it was kind of like a payback. I said, oh my God, the Greeks were so bad over there, or how we want to call them. Oh my God, they burned it, they got drunk and they burned Persepolis. That's a fact. But who did it first? Who did it first? It was not the Greeks invading Persia, it was the Persians invading the Greeks and burnt down Acropolis and everything else over there. So, Alright, so that guy's a traitor. In Romania, you have people just popping up in 1990s telling us how bad we are and how we have to be Europeans, which is be perverts. Why perverts accept all kind of perversity as the new way, man, the new liberal way. You infringe of this person's rights, those people's liberties. No, there are limits. There are limits. All right, let's move on. Just so you know, my Hungarian friends, you have an inferiority complex according to Gergely over there. All right, let's see. Before this, remember Mr. Orban was portrayed as this. You see? He's got this problem. Why? Right? Trump's guest at the White House is no friend to the Jews. I can't fucking believe this. You know what this is? This is in my hometown. This is Sibiu. Yes, it is. This is Bălcescu. Oh my God. He enters here, walks straight into the Catholic church in the Great Square. Good for him. He's going to take over Transylvania anyway. So here he is. They portrayed him as that. And then the EU court hits Hungary over Stop Soros migrant law. But Soros, we know, he's an Hungarian-born, that's how you need to remember Soros, Hungarian-born philanthropist. Okay, and hedge funds manager, whatever he is. Not that he is, during the Second World War, he cooperated with... We can't do that, okay? You know what I mean? No, we can't make any signs here. So that's how it was, my friends. And why? Because Soros was doing exactly what I told you they did in Romania. Hate yourselves, bring the new values, European values. Dictated by whom? By an Soros. They tell us how our values, new values and our traditions should be in our countries. The same in Hungary. Orban stopped that. Is an anti-Semite? I don't think so. He has Netanyahu. He even withdraws his country from the International Criminal Court of The Hague. Can you believe that? Who does that? A husband? A wife? A son? A parent? A child? Who does that? I know, a subordinate to a... But I picked this article just so you know how he was portrayed. And then we got this one right here. Russia Today, some articles from Russia Today. Expel Soros agents. Hungary issues list of demands to EU. Hungary moves to expose US aid funding, and you're going to find somewhere over there with Mr. Soros. Bureaucrats in Brussels will reap what they sow. Orban, again, you're going to find out. Hungary labels Polish Prime Minister Soros agent. Orban will face consequences for blocking sanctions, blah, blah, blah. So my point was all this, and not only, I want to show you more, which is, where are you, baby doll? Right there. I put in in this box, how do you call it? She's a search box, god damn it. Orban anti-Semitism, Semitism, yeah, all right. And here it is, Viktor Orbán, this is Jerusalem Post. Viktor Orbán's anti-Semitism and those who enable it, opinion, that's how you do it. And then again, this is from Politico, and then again, is an anchor in the Middle East, blah, blah, blah. Holocaust survivor condemns raised remarks by Hungary's Orban's Jewish groups, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you go down and you do this, my friends. Viktor Orbán fosters anti-Semitism, the Jerusalem Post. So, what can you do? Well, first, don't allow yourselves to be pushed into a corner of blame that you should not own. They call you are anti-this if you don't give me your wife. Well, I'm not going to give you a wife, and you can call me however you want. You got that? So the same is here. If you don't do what I tell you to do, what it's in my interest, I will call you this, I will call you this, and I will call you this. And I will use people like Magyar, Györgyöles, whatever his name, and others to take a shit on you and destroy you. No, it can't be possible because we are told by the same guys who write our books, who give us our entertainment, who have our operatives in the media. They tell us that they can't be because they were the perpetual victims. Everybody hurt them. And they didn't do anything because they're more moral than everybody else. How is that possible? How is it possible to be the victim, always fucked, but somehow you are in charge? So what's going on with Hungary? I know Hungary, starting from Bela Kun, if you remember Bela Kun. Bela Kun was a Jewish communist, okay? And in 1990s, all right, after the First World War and so on, they were owned. Hungary was owned. That's why you hear a lot of, oh, he's a Hungarian Jew or a Polish Jew or a German Jew usually, or a Romanian Jew, or Russian Jew, or anyway, they're everywhere. Why? I don't know. And they were always, anyway. Here's my friends. So what is Hungary playing here? What is Orban playing here? First, I like Orban's independence, but I don't think here is independence. I think it's very much dependence. I watched Hungary's voting record at the United Nations in relation to the Middle East with Gaza. He sides with the other 9 countries continuously. The rest of the world is right here. Hungary, Israel, United States of America, and Palau are on the other side, about 9 countries, consistently. Go and look at the record, how Hungary voted. For me, it was clear. Hungary was owned, Bela Kun onward, by these guys. As Romania was to a certain time, in the 50s and early 60s. Russia was from 1918 to about 1960, and then again after 1991 until 2007, when Putin got them by the throat and threw them out, or they left because they knew it's going to get them. So, these guys are, and if you don't do what they say you should do, I understand Hungary has to play an independent, or it has to belong to a master, like, those little fish that swim under a shark. Ooh, the shark is doing dun, 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 dun. And the other one is chick, 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 chick. This is Hungary. If Hungary just goes here, it's going to be another bigger fish and gulped it. The same is with Romania, and this is the way they survive. They have to play the big powers. Always been like this. If you want to look at this, look at gangs and look at the people in the gangs. They have different qualities and different attributions. They have to do certain things. The same in the world. You have United States of America, the big shark, and you got a bigger, like sea bass next, let's say. You got a little bubba, and you got a little fucker. Now Hungary is a little fucker. This guy has to play. It can't be just go a little bit this way. It's gonna come a bigger fucker, club, and it can't do that. Alright, my friends, with the bigger fucker in this case could be Poland. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.